What's going on YouTube? I am back with another video, and in this one we have a very exciting one. So this is my first PSA regular submission reveal since they have brought back the regular service level. So if you guys remember back, it's been a little bit over a month now. I actually went back and looked. I recorded a video on December 7th that I was kind of talking about sending cards to SGC and PSA and that decision process between sending to each company. And, again, that was on December 7th. So it's been just a little bit over a month, and I could not have planned this any more perfectly because today is Wednesday, January 19th. So my PSA order just got delivered back to me today. And then tomorrow I am scheduled to get my SGC order delivered back. So they are actually, as of right now, it is like identical timelines to SGC and PSA. And I'm going to try to throw up some clips from that video from the video in December and kind of talking about my thought process. So I'm going to put some clips from that video in this one as well as the video tomorrow, and kind of talking about what grades I was expecting. But I do want to mention at the time I was expecting the PSA timeline to be about 2 to 3 months, but I don't think the demand for the regular service level has been what PSA was anticipating. So it has definitely been a lot faster. And keep in mind, we also had Christmas and New Year's in there, and it took about like a month and a week to get back. So PSA regular is very, very fast right now. Again, pretty much PSA and SGC are identical at just around a month to a month and a half, including shipping. So very, very crazy turnaround times, not what we're used to. So before we do get into the submission reveal, I do believe we have a giveaway to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this video. I'm gonna throw up the giveaway winner, and then I'll be right back and we'll get into this reveal. All right, guys, so now that the giveaway is out of the way, we are ready to go ahead and get into this reveal. And if you do remember back from that video that I did record in December, I actually sent in 2 of my biggest Jordan Wara cards in my collection. So I actually sent in both of the 1's that I own. So definitely excited to show you guys the results on those. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try to throw up a couple clips from that previous video, kind of just talking about my thoughts about these cards and my prediction. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not exactly sure how difficult that's going to be, and to keep in order and everything like that. So we'll see how it goes. But the first one up I do want to show is the Lewis Hamilton. You guys might remember this one. I said at the time, and it's still true, this is the only F1 card that I do own. And now the few cards that I am going to send to PSA at regular. First up, we have our Lewis Hamilton. I did pick this one up in Chicago. This is the, I think this is the only F1 card I own. So this one did look really, really clean. Been sitting on this one since that show. Haven't really checked it out, but looked at it. It does look really, really clean. This is not a crazy card. I picked it up for $50 raw, and honestly, I would just rather have it in a PSA slab. I don't know what the return would be. Probably am just going to hold it anyway. Again, Lewis Hamilton is like the king of F1. This is literally the only F1 card I own, so probably plan to hold this one anyway. So this is the Topps Chrome Lewis Hamilton track tags. I picked this one up at the show in Chicago, I believe in November, for $50. And a PSA 10 of this card actually recently sold. I checked like a week ago, and it sold for over $400. And I don't know if there were any more recent sales, if they've come down or what they've done, but a PSA 10 actually went for over $400. And I did say I was planning on holding this one, so I think that is still the plan. But we did get a mint 9, so honestly, this one was a bit of a mystery. I was really, really expecting a 10 on this one. When I looked this over, I thought it looked, really just perfect. I didn't see anything wrong with the card, so I'm not really sure what they saw on it. These are the kind of times when I wish there was like an explanation. That's why I really I've talked about the transparent grading team before. I know they're a bit of a newer grading company. But I really like how they, do the image scans of the card and kind of show you exactly what's wrong with it, and, where the, you know, what's going on with it, why it did get a 9. So I would love to know on this one, but unfortunately I don't know, but it did get a 9. And then next up, our LaMelo Ball. You guys can already tell this is out of Optic. This is the Optic Fanatic set. So we're gonna do PSA on that one. And then next up, I'll show these next two. These two I really struggled with. Let me know your thoughts. Would you send these to PSA or SGC? I looked at like Ja Morant PSA 10s of these, and I know though there's a ton of those graded. It's been out a lot longer, obviously, but PSA 10s of these literally do 150 bucks. So if you're spending $100 to grade these, I can't imagine, you know, I guess they would probably go for more than what a Ja Morant does, you know, right off the bat, being pretty early. But over time, I can't imagine it would go for that much more than what Ja Morant goes for. So I don't know. Would you spend 30 on these to send to SGC, get back in like a month and a half, 2 months, or would you spend 100 and try to get that PSA 10 and hopefully get it back in like 2 to 3 months? Let me know your thoughts. I really struggled on these. I've kind of been back and forth, but as of right now, I'm leaning PSA. And I was definitely expecting a 10 on this one. I kind of talked about, you know, whether I wanted to send it to SGC or PSA based on the timelines. Turns out they were identical. I was expecting this to take a lot longer with PSA. And this one did get exactly what I thought. It did get the 10. So LaMelo Ball Optic Fanatics, this one is doing right now right around $300. And I am going to throw this one in the next series of fire packs, which will be releasing this week. So this is going to be one of the bigger chase cards. Again, those are going to be about $80, $90, probably about $85. And this one, again, doing about $300. So one of the bigger chase cards. And then next up, same thing. We have the Anthony Edwards version. Also the Optic Fanatic set. Again, same as the LaMelo. I talked about sending to SGC, PSA, fully expecting a 10 at either company. And we did get the 10. So Jim Mint 10 from PSA on the Anthony Edwards. This one will also be in the next fire pack series. So both of these are going in there. LaMelo currently around 300. Edwards currently around 200. So some very nice additions to the next series. And then next up, you guys might remember this one. One of my better pulls from my Mosaic hobby box. We got the Luca Straight Fire. And then next up, I am going to send the Luca Straight Fire again out of my Mosaic box. Thought this one looked pretty good. Not nearly as rare as what we thought. At the time when I pulled this, we thought it was a lot more rare than it was. People were saying it was a case hit. Turns out it's probably one in maybe 2 or 3 boxes. So still kind of rare, but not, you know, definitely not a case hit by any means. Again, thought it looked really good. This one is a little bit tougher because it does have the kind of, you know, the dark border going all the way around the card. So definitely a lot easier for any white to show, but I did think it still looked in really good condition. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Again, Luca Straight Fire. And unfortunately, this one did get a 9. So sending to PSA at $100 and getting a 9 really does me absolutely no good on this card. I believe raw, these go for 50 to 60 bucks. So a PSA 9 might make it go up to 80 or 90 bucks. So yeah, definitely not a win here. So I did mention that I'm going to do my standard fire pack series, which again, we're going to be about $85. I'm also going to do a lower end series. And as you guys know, I only include PSA 10s in that standard series. However, in the lower series, I am going to throw in some PSA 9s. So this one will actually be in that lower end fire pack series releasing this week for around $35, $40. So the Luca Straight Fire PSA 9 will be in that series. And then finally, we have come to our 2 Jordan Nwora 1-of-1s. First one I am going to show is, I'm sure you guys know what this card is, but it is the Snakeskin Pulsar 1-of-1 out of First Off the Line Select. So let's see what we have. And then finally, I think we are going to send our first Jordan Nwora card. Well, I guess I have graded some with like HGA, but our first legit Jordan Nwora card we're going to get graded. We are going to do the... this is a 1-of-1 out of First Off the Line Select. and snakeskin. I could not remember the parallel. This is the snakeskin. So yeah, we are gonna grade the Jordan Nwora, and honestly, it's a 101. Don't really need to grade it, but honestly, I just want to get it graded. It is probably my most valuable Jordan Nwora card. I have a couple that might be up there close to it, but this is probably the most valuable one I own, and I just want to get it in a PSA slab, and hopefully it does get a 10, and it will just command an even bigger premium. Again, I thought it was in pretty good shape. Grade doesn't necessarily matter for a 1 of 1 unless you're getting like a 4 or something, you know. As long as it does okay, that's all that really matters. And really, you know, I just wanted to have it in a PSA slab, have it protected forever. So let's see what we got. It did get a 9. So I was a little upset about this because if you guys are not familiar with the regular service level, it is $100 per card. The declared value is $1,499. And that's kind of for insurance purposes. Like if PSA damages your card, that's how much you're going to get. But also, if they think that the card is worth more than $1,500, you will get an upcharge. I was very, very surprised. I actually did get an upcharge of $50 on this card. You know, even in a PSA 9, I guess they feel like it's worth more than $1,500, which I'm not sure about. You know, the true black 1 of 1 went for $2,000. And the snakeskin 1 of 1 being a PSA 9, I'm not sure would go over, you know, $1,500. But anyway, this isn't going anywhere. This, you know, definitely happy to have this one in the collection. This is, as of this moment, the crown jewel of my Jordan Nwora collection, soon to be overtaken. So keep your eyes out for that, coming very soon. Soon to be overtaken, yes. Cannot wait for that. And then the next Jordan Wara, also a 1 of 1. This is the Donruss Choice 1 of 1. So let's go ahead and see. So when I did the video last time talking about the cards, I kind of just happened to you know, notice the 1 of 1 in the background there and said, hey, I might check that out and look at sending it. Thought it looked really good. As you can see, centering looks really, really good. Again, black border all the way around, so going to be super easy for any white to show, but I thought it looked really, really good. So let's see what we got. This one, unfortunately, also did get the 9. Really, honestly, I thought this one looked better, even better than the snakeskin. I thought this one was almost a for sure 10. I mean, centering is just absolutely perfect on it, so I'm not really sure what I missed on that one. Again, would love to know, you know, what I missed, why you got a 9. And I was also pretty shocked because the same thing happened on this one. Even in a PSA 9 on a Donruss Choice 1 of 1 non-auto, I got upcharged $50 on this card. And there is, I mean, I appreciate it, PSA. You know, I appreciate you thinking Jordan Nwora has that much value, but there is no way this card is selling for over $1,500 unless there's just another Jordan Nwora super collector out there who wants to buy it and he just absolutely needs it. So that was pretty shocking that both of these got 9s and I still got upcharged. So just, you might want to be careful if you are sending in, if you've been waiting on the regular service level and you have some really big cards, you might want to expect some upcharges. So again, I was pretty shocked, but they did get upcharged. So pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'll take my Jordan Nwora 1 of 1s and have them protected and slabbed forever. So that is going to do it for the real reveal. Honestly, didn't do that great. I went 4 out of 6 on 9s. The 2 that I really, really thought would get 10s did get 10, so that's good. Again, be on the lookout for tomorrow's video, the SGC reveal, where I previewed those cards in that video back in December. I absolutely crushed that submission, so I cannot wait to show you guys that one. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon.